you often feel tired, bloated, have joint pain? Then this cancer-fighting morning smoothie is a great way to start your day. Hi, I'm Jenny. The smoothie we'll be making today is high in protein, which helps repair and protect your tissues and reduces inflammation. Let's get started. For this recipe, we are going to use 1 cup of milk, half a cup of Greek yogurt, a 1/4 cup each of blueberries and raspberries, 1 small banana, 1 tablespoon of nut butter, 1 scoop of protein powder, and 1 tablespoon of honey. Basically, what we are going to do is mix all these ingredients together in a blender. So depending on the ingredients you're using will depend on the amount of protein that you will have in the smoothie. Protein is good these days for building your muscle mass and helping lose weight, keeping you feel full longer and all that good stuff. So the milk that I am using does not have a lot of protein in it. I believe it has 1 gram, but milk is high in calcium and in vitamin D. So that is good for you. And then for yogurt, again, Greek yogurt is usually higher in protein than regular yogurts. Greek yogurt also supports your gut bacteria. So a lot of times you're having tummy aches, you don't feel good, and things like that. It's a lot having to do with your gut. So the Greek yogurt will help support your gut. It also reduces inflammation. Dun, dun, dun. I'm going to go for half a cup of that. And it also helps with your immune system. And possibly you also want to try to go for a fat-free version of this. So depending if you want to use a cup full or not, or again, as often as you make these things, you kind of realize how many scoops of whatever you need, and that way you don't need to use a measuring cup. You just like, okay, do about 3 scoops worth. 3 heaping tablespoons. And then you can just eyeball all your measurements. I should use my other spatula. Alright. So I'm going to do that with my peanut butter. Alright, let's put that up to the side. Actually, we'll go with the berries first. So berries, if you have fresh berries, again in the summertime, sometimes it's easier to find the fresh berries. So you can do that, add whatever berries that you like. Otherwise, sometimes it's easier to just buy a bag of frozen berries. So usually you get like the blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, and all that. I happen to have fresh berries in the house and they need to be eaten. So I figured I would just go ahead and measure these out. And this is what I have right now, is just my raspberries and blueberries. So berries also are rich in antioxidants. They support your digestion. They also stabilize your blood sugars. A lot of these ingredients do that. They're anti-inflammatory, which also a lot of these ingredients are. Oh, my berries have been in here for a while. Okay, real life. My raspberries were already turning moldy, so I do happen to have frozen berries, so that's the whole thing. You can use fresh berries if you have them and they're good and fresh, or use frozen berries because you can get those year-round, and that could be, easier. So you always have them and they're already mixed up. I already added my blueberries though, so I'm going to try to just add the other ingredients from here. I only need another 1/4 cup. So again, this way too, you could just have a half a cup and use a half a cup of the frozen. It's not that I can't add more, but I would rather have the other berries now too, seeing as I already have the blueberries in there. So this one has strawberries, and I see blackberries. I like to eat these fresh also, but sometimes like the blackberries and all that are kind of hard. A little hard to chew, a little sour. So it's nice to have them in a smoothie. And I'm just going to add more because I can. Wipe my hands. So again, the berries are, they support digestion. They stabilize your blood sugars. As I said, a bunch of these ingredients do. They are anti-inflammatory. They protect your cells from damage, and they promote healthy cell formation. So all good stuff, which is good to have berries all year round. Nut butter, I only had the peanut butter in the house. I was going to buy some more almond butter, sunflower seed butter, or whatever. Didn't get around to that. So again, depending on your nut butter, I know almond butter has magnesium in it, which is a good something that, again, we all need, that helps support sleep and all that good stuff. But nut butter, again, in itself, it also has the good fats for you, which will help you feel full longer. It also has protein. So I'm just going to put a big heaping tablespoonish of peanut butter in there. Again, so you could measure it out, or you just plop it in. So yeah, this also supports your brain health, and it stabilizes your blood sugar again, and it'll help you feel full longer, more with the protein. Add a banana. This helps add the thickness of your smoothie. Again, more of a small banana. If you have a large banana, half a banana would be good. The banana also is high in potassium, which helps with muscle cramps, and it is easy to digest. It stabilizes your blood sugar again, and it soothes your stomach, and it's an energy booster. It's your protein powder. Again, use a protein powder that you like. This one is vanilla. Like, sometimes they're unflavored, sometimes, usually they're vanilla. Stuff like that. The protein powder is high in protein, which helps with muscle repair, stabilizes your hormones. And then, depending on the sweetness of your ingredients that you're adding, you can or not add some honey if you like. I'm going to add honey. Usually I don't. Today we'll try it out. So again, about a tablespoon-ish worth. And there you go. And we will just blend this all up. Depending on how thick you like your milkshakes, if you are using all non-frozen type ingredients, you may want to add a couple ice cubes. That will make it a little bit colder and thicken it up a little bit more. You can use a frozen banana. Same, I like using my regular bananas because a lot of times they end up turning. And there too, as the darker they get and stuff, then I usually like to put them in a smoothie. But this is a smoothie that I want to start drinking more of because of getting that protein in there and helping me feel fuller for the day. You can also add other ingredients like your chia seeds, flaxseed, hemp seed. I usually like to add a lot of that during when making my smoothies. I add all the extras, and you could also add some greens if you like, so your kale and spinach. But here we are. So I have been following a channel called Dr. Amy, Cancer Research and Cancer Survivor. I believe she is an 8-year cancer survivor from breast cancer. And because she was a doctor, and I believe in the oncology field, she also has done more studies and looked at more stuff. And so she has lots of videos on her channel regarding pretty much all things cancer. So I will link that down below. That's where I found this recipe, and I did have it the other day and I liked it. And again, I also know that in, I don't know, the thing lately out there is again about more protein. Everybody should have more protein, if you've noticed in the grocery stores, a lot of the boxes, whatever, of the cereals, the oatmeal, what else is there? Everything is like, it's labeled now as high protein, you know, and all that. So that's kind of been the thing, and it's been shown again that the more protein you have, the more full you usually are, the less you eat, and so that's good for helping in weight loss and things like that. So with this smoothie and learning, you know, again, think about all the ingredients that are in here, I can see again why this is a good smoothie for people that are going through cancer, going through chemotherapy, going through treatments, that a lot of the ingredients in here are very good for the body. And again, whether you're going through cancer or not, these ingredients are good for the body. So you have the banana, which soothes your stomach. So again, if you're feeling nauseous during chemo, during, you know, whatever pills you're taking and all that kind of stuff, so the banana helps with soothing. You have the all the ingredients are anti-inflammatory. So again, inflammation and kind of, they say, more weight also can lead to getting cancer. So just having that low inflammatory type ingredients, that's good. Again, that will help with your joint pain also, and swelling and things like that. I know I get that even still once in a while. I don't know why my left foot swells up more than my right. It's the left side of my body. It's just an interesting something. So like I said, I'm going to start doing this more often. We'll see how that works with if I notice a difference that way. Obviously, I still also have to eat all the other good foods throughout the day too, not just breakfast. But to see if this will help stay, you know, keep fuller longer. The protein helps rebuild your muscles and all that too. So again, sometimes during treatments and you're either not eating much, and so your muscle mass also is going down. So sometimes you're gaining more fat. If you are gaining weight during some of the stuff, it's more like you're gaining the fat stuff and you're not gaining muscle. So to keep your muscles good. What else? Your antioxidants and everything. The fiber for your gut to help keep your gut lining healthy and making you feel, you know, okay. A lot of times too, during treatments that you don't want to eat, you don't feel hungry, you know, so sometimes at least the sweetness of the berries and all, and the honey will help you, you know, make you maybe want to eat something, maybe, you know, eat this, have little bits of it. I'm sure you wouldn't drink a whole one, but even having portions. Like in reality, this, you know, this is probably a good, you know, three drink portion of that. Again, feeling good. I'm like, this is a good portion for me. When you're feeling better, it is as it being a whole breakfast. Yeah, that it's good, it's easy. So, you know, kind of helps with all that. What else? Wrote some little notes, make sure I didn't forget anything. So everything helps regulate all your blood sugars, keeping that good. Yogurt also helps the stomach feel better, and your high protein. So yeah, with the high protein thing, I looked it up in there too. They talk about how it should be like 0.8 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. So basically 10% of your calories should be coming from protein at the low end and all that. So for me, I weigh 165 pounds right now, so that is about 70 to 80 grams of protein I should be having a day. This smoothie, I think I figured out, was about 40. So a lot of times people that do this type of thing too, when you're getting that protein powder in there, you're making a smoothie, if you have like 2 of these a day, then you're kind of meeting your protein goals. So again, obviously, or depending what else you do, but at least this is a good healthy start. Yeah, this takes care of, like I said, half of those protein grams. So let's taste it. I made one of these the other day and it was good, although I think I may have added some kale in here, and I think I added my other ingredients, like I said, with my hemp and chia seeds and all that stuff. But yep, yummy, yummy. This has a prettier color than when you add the greens and all that. It makes it more of the brown color and a little different taste. But just having the berries, that's really good. I like this. And like I said, it takes me a little while to drink it. So again, for a breakfast time and all that, this is good. Then I won't be hungry again for, you know, even more later than I usually would be. So anyways, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Like I said, I will link Dr. Amy's channel down below. I will leave this recipe down below. And let me know if you guys like to drink smoothies. Do you like Greek yogurt? I usually don't like to eat Greek yogurt by itself. Again, my taste buds have changed a little bit, so it's not as bad in a smoothie mixed up with other things. I like that too. Same with, kale or spinach and things like that. Kale usually isn't bad. Again, it'll add a little different taste, but like trying to get as much goodness in as you can in a smoothie is a great way to go. So anyways, on that note, I'm going to finish my breakfast. You guys keep it positive. Go make it a great day. Bye-bye.